Hey everyone, okay, I am back and I am doing a page at the request of my sister who's sitting in the room and getting tons and tons of emails on her phone, and my wife. They say I have nothing better to do, so I might as well do this. So I think I'm going to work on this page, and I tell you what I'm going to work with. Let me go get it and I'll show you. Okay, I'm back. So this is what we're going to work with today. It is matte photo paper. I got this at Walmart. The brand is Printworks. And the reason I'm going to use this paper is because even though I'm working on mixed media paper, this paper takes ink so very well. We bought this so we could start printing out some photos. And if you can see this little example down here, sorry, I'm working backwards so that way you guys aren't upside down in the video. Here's the color on the photo paper, and here's the color on copy paper. So it is very, very different. I wanted to test it out with my dilutions and inks and everything, and it is a lot better. So it's almost like working with your inks in HD. So I'm going to be playing with this, and aside from that, I have no clue what else I'm going to do. I do know, oops, knocked something down. I do know I'm going to use some colors I don't normally use. As you can see, I use a lot of blues and greens and pinks and purples, but not a lot of orange. So I'll probably end up using some orange and I don't know what other color.
Alright, so here we go. I got together a bunch of different stencils, essentially like found object type stencils, and I'm spraying that photo paper down with water. And now we're just playing with the inks. Dylusions inks, the best way to use them is really to just moisten the paper up with water, because then they really truly blend. I had another page in one of my other art journals that was the inspiration as far as colors go for this page, and it did not end up being anywhere near as cool. But anyways, I'm using London Blue, I think squeezed orange. I'm going to move the microphone so I don't, spit in your ear. I'm also using Pure Sunshine, and I think that's it. Maybe Lemon Zest. I wanted the orangey blues because I knew they would merge together and go with a cool green. I really, really, really love inking on this paper because the colors are super vibrant when compared to regular paper, but also because the paper has a really cool feel. And then here I'm mopping up the ink with tags because it's just the best way to use up your ink. That one ends up being really cool. I sprayed it down with water, so it was very, very dull at first, but after going back and drying it and then spraying and then doing more pouncing, it really ends up looking pretty cool. So yeah, so you're gonna get some tags in this video, which is a bonus considering how ugly this page ends up turning out. But you know what, some people might like it. I personally don't overly love it, but that's okay. It was fun to make, which is really more important than the end project. When it comes to art journaling anyways, it's more important to really have fun and, try new things and experiment. And, if you want to make something beautiful, go, do some other traditional form of art that requires perfection. My imperfect impulses do not require perfection, though. So I'm wiping some stuff up and cleaning some stuff up and I'm drying again. I tried to cut a lot of the drying time out of this this video like I have in the past, and right now what I'm doing is I'm spraying those exact same colors onto a manila tag to show you the difference, and I really don't think they come out as clearly on camera as they are in real life. The colors do look a little bit more muted on the tag than they do on the paper when it's dry, when everything's said and done. The blue's not as dark, the orange isn't as orange, but they really are very different in real life, and that paper has a very velvety feel once the color's been dried on it, so that's another bonus. Just more tags, and I'm using the back of that paper right now just to kind of mask off that the page on the right, so I don't get anything on it. Inking. Blotting up. Oh, that tag came out really cool. I'm always happy with myself. Not always, obviously, because this page came out ugly, but I'm happy with myself when I do stuff that I like and I see it. It's fun. So now I just sprayed some of the squeezed orange right onto the bubble wrap, and it came out on that tag beautifully. Oh man, that tag, it's one of my favorites. I haven't done anything to it since, just because I love how it came out. And we're using some white acrylic spray through my grill topper. Love the pattern it gives. And now I'm just tinting it with the squeezed orange Dylusions inks. And a little bit of plastic needlepoint just for some very tiny squares. I use the reverse on the bottom. I'm very boring tonight, I'm sorry. I guess I don't have a lot of fun stuff in me. That's calligraphy ink. And just a little bit of shelf liner from the dollar store, just to make some little puddly black mess stuff. Showing you how inky disgusting my fingers are and cleaning up the black. And this is a new stamp I got from Hobby Lobby. It's like an old typewriter kind of font, and it's just letters, which is perfect for art journaling. And this is a Colorbox Silver Pigment ink. Again, we're just building up layers right now. I'm not entirely sure how happy I'll be with all these layers at the end. Well, I am now, because, you know, I know how the page came out at this point in time, but right here in my head, I'm telling you, I think I'm happy. It ends up not being so happy later. So, just tearing. I wanted to just create kind of a streaked type of look. Almost like paper drippage. Do I sound really, like, lispy? Not worse than my tablet videos, because every time I take a video with my tablet, oh, it's just terrible. Everything sounds like I'm talking like this, and I'm not. It's just my tablet audio. But, I just got braces. Yay! Finally get to have straight teeth in, you know, 2.5 years, somewhere around there, so I'm excited about that, but I think I'm doing fairly well so far without lisping, but I have to get something else next week on the top of my mouth, and it'll probably be a lot worse. So get used to lisping if you're not already. And I do have another video coming out right after this, so stay tuned. And this is a magazine page, and I'm just using cheap shipping tape. I think I'm probably going to get some better shipping tape later, just because the shipping tape was so very cheap, and it tore. If you hear a lot of noise, my son's taking a shower in the room right next to me, and my dog's getting ready to crawl on the laptop. So, let's see. Still just covering this up. Essentially what I'm doing here is laminating this magazine paper, and it ends up folding right there, right in his crotch, which, how unfortunate for that area to be the one that got all skanky. But yeah, I'm essentially laminating this page so I can cut it out. So there, I cut it out. I saved you the hassle of watching me cut it. And I'm using black acrylic spray, which is just black acrylic and water. And it came out very cool and splattery, which I love the splatters, but I did not like how it looked because you really can't see the form. So I end up doing a lot more stuff to this. And this is a white pen I got from Walmart. It's called Painters, yeah, just white Painters pen. I just don't have any luck with white pens. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. As far as paint pens, my Uniball Signo is my favorite white pen, gel pen. But this was my favorite pen. Now suddenly it's not working. I don't know if storing it upside down is not helping, or I don't know. I just don't know. So if anyone has any tips on what to do with white pens and what it is I'm doing wrong, because you see I have it squeezed out off to the side, and I'm just dipping into it just because I have no luck with them. Let's see. So I photocopied my new stencil because I didn't like how it came out when I sprayed through the stencil, so I just photocopied it on my printer, and now I'm just collaging that photocopy down, which obviously meant I had to cut it out twice, which, you know, extremely unfortunate that I had to do that, but I already had this mess on this page, so I guess I better stick to it. So and the guy in the photo is Michael Fassbender. He's an actor, and I think I got it out of a Details magazine or something. Here's my Uniball Signo pen I'm going in with. Everything I used to collage it down with was Mod Podge. I'm not really being very specific as far as what I'm using here, but it's pretty much all the same stuff I've always used, so I guess that's why this page doesn't overly excite me. So now I'm just writing 18 different pens later, get inky with it, because this is the G page, so I just, ink, I'm all about ink. I love inks, spray inks, regular inks, distress inks, permanent inks. I use ink on everything, so that was the whole kind of moral, I guess, behind this page, if my pages had morals, which I don't, so why would they? It was a joke. I hope I'm funnier on my next video, because I'm not overly funny on this one, so maybe I'll give you a nice singing lesson. I better warm up my pipes and try to avoid anything with an S in it. So this is a gelato pen, a gelato Faber-Castell silver, and I'm just going around the edge and just kind of smudging it out just to give it a nice smooth finish. So next up is going to be some pictures, and that's pretty much it. So that's the G page. I will see you soon for the H page, and yeah, talk to you soon. Bye.